Hi, this is Joe.
And this is Linnea, and welcome back to our channel. On this channel, we're teaching easy English phrases for you to learn, so if you're interested in that, make sure to keep watching.
Okay.
So what is today's phrase?
Today's phrase is this.
It is, do you know a reasonably priced place that serves good American food? So this is a little bit of a long one, so how do you say it in Japanese?
お手頃な価格のアメリカ料理の店を紹介していただけますか?
Yay. Okay. So this is what this is like a question you would ask someone if you're trying to find a restaurant but you don't want to like spend too much money, like you want to find something that's reasonably priced. So you're asking where you could go for that essentially. And in this case it's good American food, but you could always say like other types of food, whatever you're looking for. I don't know, like Japanese food, Chinese food, Indian food, etc. You know?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So, first of all, what is the American food?
American food? I mean, the most stereotypical is like hamburger, right?
Hamburger, right?
Yeah, it's like very like stereotypical.
And a pizza, and hot dog, and mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you know what I think of when I think of American food? Like, one of the first images that comes to my head is like diner food.
Diner.
Yeah, like breakfast diner foods. I feel like a lot of people like from abroad don't think of that as American food first of all, but that's probably like one of my favorite American meals, to be honest. Like going to a diner in the morning for breakfast and getting like a huge bacon and egg and like hash browns and potatoes and stuff. It's so good. I love it so much.
Like a pancake, eh?
Yeah, and like pancakes, waffles, like anything like that. And it always makes me feel happy because like I always get that when I go traveling with my friends and stuff, like, or I'm going to an event. So like I always have like a lot of good memories with that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even for Japanese people, they're familiar to see the diner in a movie, maybe.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's like a very like American movie kind of thing too, like the old-fashioned diner. Yeah. A lot of them still look like that though too. Especially if you go out to like smaller towns and stuff, a lot of the diners look very much like in the movies.
Yes.
It's very old-fashioned.
Usually in a movie, what are they eating? Like a hot dog, hamburger?
Oh no, like the same stuff I said, like eggs, bacon, potato, like hash browns, milkshakes are like popular too.
Okay.
That's like a very like kind of 80s thing where like a boyfriend and girlfriend share a milkshake. That kind of image. Yeah.
And very cheap, right?
Yeah, it's very, very cheap. It's honestly some of the cheapest food you can find, even though it's really tasty. You can get a whole meal for like $5 sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't see around here in New York, though.
No, not at all. They do have like diner-like places, but they're very expensive. They're not like real American diners. They're like more like upper class kind of like fake diners, I would say, because I wouldn't like consider it like a real American diner. It's just like has the appearance of that.
It's a New York style, eh? Forever, they're gonna be overpriced here.
Yeah, it's like a more like high class, like rich style of diner. You know, they have similar kind of food, but it's a little bit more fancy, which is not really what I'm looking for when I go to a diner. You know?
Yeah. Most of them is diner, like what is when you go to the trip. What's it called? Highway.
Highway, yeah.
Yeah, across the highway, this exists. Maybe it was
definitely.
Like upstate. Like a small town, they still have it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, same thing, like when I go on trips and we have to stop somewhere, usually you go to a diner, because that's along the road usually when you're traveling. So yeah, it's very common.
What is the best? What is your best American food for you?
Again, it's just diner food I like the most.
Diner?
But I also love hamburgers and like pizza and stuff too.
Yeah, diner is good, but in here in New York, we don't have diner, but they are too expensive.
So in New York,
reasonable.
Right?
Reasonable American food.
Yeah. I mean, in New York, in terms of like hamburgers and stuff, I like Shake Shack the most because it's reasonably priced and it's just like a tasty hamburger. Like it's not overly complicated. It's just like tastes really fresh and tasty and not too expensive.
Yes.
Sometimes you go to hamburger places in New York City and it's like so expensive. Like one hamburger is more than $10. It's ridiculous.
Can I believe that?
Yeah, I hate that.
Yes. Like
So
15, 20, it's very
yeah,
common.
exactly. Yeah. That's just like a little bit too much. And Shake Shack's maybe like $6 for one burger, so it's a lot more like reasonably priced.
Yeah. And Shake Shack is organic meat. They use,
I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is though. Yeah.
Organic.
I
don't
never
like
pay
much-
attention to their advertising.
I don't like much hamburger, but I like Shake Shack. What's that? Shake? Shake is good.
Oh yeah, Shake Shack shakes are really good. They're like really like thick and creamy
Yes.
and delicious.
And huge. Yeah,
Yeah, they're huge.
Maybe like a lots of amount.
They're so good. Yeah, we usually just order one large shake and just share
yes.
it, and it's really good.
Yeah.
And they always have a lot of special flavors too, which are nice. Actually, now they have a cherry blossom flavor, which I
Yeah.
kind of want to try, but I don't think you would like that.
Yeah. I like chocolate.
Yeah, of course, chocolate's always good, but like it's fun to try the different flavors sometimes too. I'm kind of a sucker for that kind of stuff. That's why I really like when we travel to Japan, just getting a bunch of snacks because they have like all different kinds of flavors. So I'm
Yes.
like, oh, I want to try that. So
Yes.
yeah, I get very caught up in that.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder, Japanese people say sometimes not creative, lots of different stuff.
Really?
Even
I
some
have the
ice
opposite
cream,
image.
You know, gari-gari-kun. Do you know gari-gari-kun? Like
Yeah, yeah.
ice candy. It's a bar. Lots of flavor, maybe more than 100.
Oh, that's
I
a
think.
lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
If you're shopping in a grocery store, how do you even get all 100 flavors? They have
Yeah, right?
everything
Yeah.
there.
I don't know, but generally, but people say Americans are very creative and GAFA, whatever, but Japanese has much more like flavor, like a different kind. And like a bar, even like a corn potage, like a Napolitan.
Napolitan ice cream?
Yes. Kind of spaghetti, spaghetti the taste.
Actually, but when I hear like Napolitan in English, I know you're talking about the spaghetti,
Yes.
but when I hear Napolitan, I think of Napolitan ice cream, which is like the chocolate vanilla strawberry.
That's true. That's
Yeah, so
true.
actually,
Is it Napolitan?
yeah, it's called Napolitan
Oh, really?
ice cream. Yeah,
Oh.
so actually, that sounds kind of normal to
Oh,
me.
okay.
Yeah.
So if you say, I go to the restaurant here, Napolitan please, so they're gonna bring ice cream?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Probably. Yeah.
Oh.
That's true.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it just means chocolate, strawberry, vanilla ice
Okay.
cream together.
But anyway, it's reasonable American food, of course. McDonald's. Huh?
Yeah, sure. McDonald's, I guess, is the most
Yes.
like kind of common image, right?
Yes. Totally different. Have you been to McDonald's in Japan? Maybe not.
No, I haven't.
Yes. In Japan, more like a McDonald's is, maybe it's my idea though. It's more like American, traditional. So inside is very more clean and more kind of like a fancy, like based on American culture and stuff. But here a little bit
Right.
different. Like here the McDonald's and very cheap. So
Yeah.
now people can afford much like expensive food and they just want to go there, no?
Yeah, sure.
Typically.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, McDonald's is probably some of the cheapest food you can buy out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you need a cheap meal, that's just where
But
you
this
would
is
go.
really very clean, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Yeah, usually I used to go to McDonald's and be like so dirty, like I don't want to stay in there because it's very uncomfortable. But
Yeah.
lately they updated everything and like everything's clean now when you go into McDonald's, so that surprised me a lot.
Yes.
But I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit more expensive now than it used to be. Don't you
Really?
think? Like they don't have a lot of dollars menu
yeah.
items.
When I came here, Big Mac was $1.
Really?
Yeah, now it's
Okay.
4 5. Eh?
Yeah, something like that. I actually don't go to McDonald's that much, so I'm not 100% sure. If I want a burger, I don't go to McDonald's at all.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like, I don't know. If I want a snack or something, I might go to McDonald's. Like a McFlurry.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't remember. I think that's the same taste in Japan here. I don't know whatever tasty. I love it. Maybe there's some like a very specific secret inside. It's addictive.
Some kind of drug
Maybe.
they put inside the Big Macs.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Totally different, Even Burger King and stuff and Mac is the best. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, I've heard that before, in general. Like,
Yeah.
you're not alone with that. People are like, oh, McDonald's is way better than
Yeah.
Burger King.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Some taste different.
Yeah, it's just the way they make it, I guess.
And one more very famous in New York, maybe Subway.
Subway?
That's
Yeah, sure.
all the states. That's only New York. Or?
No, all states have that. Yeah, it's very common.
Yeah, and a very diversity people here. I saw the ones. Lots of stuff. You have to choose it. Like more like a 10, 20 stuff. What you have to put it. What's the sauce? And even sauce, like a 20, 30 sauce.
Yeah, honestly, Subway's pretty good if I want like kind of fast food, but a little bit more healthy.
Yeah.
It's not a bad option.
Sandwich though.
Yeah.
Sandwich shop.
Yeah, it's a sandwich shop.
Yeah. And I remember when I go to first time, so lots of choice. So I have to practice, say in my mind, everything I can say, what I want to.
I think everyone does that. That's normal.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do the same thing.
Yeah.
It's completely normal.
I was nervous.
No, it's so hard. Like sometimes, I've been with people before where they have a similar kind of setup, and they just like order a bunch of stuff and they try it. It's like completely awful.
Right?
Yeah.
Why?
I think one time, this isn't at Subway, but we were at an ice cream shop that had like a similar setup where you can get like a lot of different flavors and toppings and stuff.
Okay.
And my friend got like watermelon sorbet, but with like chocolate chips and chocolate sauce on top, and it was awful. Yeah, it's bad.
It just be very artistic. They have to know what's gonna be completely and then gonna be done.
Right, you have to like envision it in your mind.
In your head. But most of the American food like that. But I'm not sure in Japan too. Maybe now it's more like a choice. They can choose lots of things. But most of them are here like that. Because maybe religious stuff. Some religion cannot eat some stuff, right? So
Yeah,
they
maybe.
have to do the choose.
Yeah, and I think in general American people are picky, so they want like exactly what they want. So like buffet kind of style stuff like that is very common.
Okay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, even like a dairy, lots of buffet.
Yeah,
That's very rare.
I know.
In Japan.
And those are good.
Okay, yeah. But
Yeah.
I used to be scared. And like a buffet, so 20, 30. Sometimes it's a big place, like a 50, Like all the dishes already ready made.
Yeah.
And you're gonna pick up what you want to. But people can sometimes eat.
Yeah, if they're not
people can pick up, eat, and if you don't like it, okay.
if the employees aren't careful, sometimes that can happen. So I'm a little bit so that's kind of more of an open buffet where if you go to like Subway or most other restaurants, it's like kind of a closed buffet, so you can't like physically go inside into the food and stuff. Only the employees can. So I trust that more. Open buffets are a little bit scary for me unless I'm like if I'm at like a restaurant or something, like a Chinese buffet, I'm fine with that usually because like the employees are watching more. Delis I'm a little bit scared about. Because the employees are not really watching much, and some like weird people can come in sometimes where if you're at like a restaurant style buffet, you have to pay beforehand usually. So it's not going to be as many like sketchy people just trying to get free food. Yeah. So I prefer that.
Yeah, hopefully they don't do that. Once they eat it, don't put it back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
It's
And
bad.
actually, we were talking about that before. Like very interesting. American food generally bad, right? It's not really
Like bad for your health or bad in general?
bad generally bad. It's not really tasty stuff. But steak is a big good stuff. It's not that much American. We're talking about this stuff because of a religious reason.
Yeah,
like
that's
a
true.
Catholic and Protestant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a Protestant, and they're very like poor food. They used to eat like a very humble. Yeah, and a Catholic and kind of food is blessed from the God, maybe. So they had to make all the time a good food.
Yeah, I mean, in like Protestant Christianity, I know it's because I used to be a Christian too, but you have to like kind of deny your desires a lot. So you're not really like if you enjoy things, it's kind of looked down upon, which is kind of messed up in my opinion. But in like the olden times, I guess this meant like not enjoying good food as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's why. So French, Italian, this one Catholic. It's a very good food.
Right.
Even now, even England and America, Germany, a Protestant country. generally food is not really special. Huh?
Yeah, it's interesting how like the religions in different areas like affected the food culture and stuff, and even now it's still affecting it. So I think that's interesting.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
But anyway, especially in New York and all of the world food here, and you can eat. That's the best. One of the best things
for sure
to live here.
Yeah, honestly, all the food in New York I love. It's very nice.
Very authentic.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly. I mean, it's authentic, but it's also like fitting American taste, I guess. But it's like it's still very good though, in general. So I love it.
If you like a food, it should be New York.
But how about like Japanese food too? Does it feel like authentic? Most restaurants,
definitely.
Right? Yeah. So that's a good thing too.
Real Japanese people working there.
Right. Yeah.
Even Chinese and Mexican, it's everyone like a real authentic people making authentic food there.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's always a really good thing.
Yeah.
I love being able to eat all the different kinds of food easily.
It never happen if you go to the upstate, you know. It's all of like a race not there. So even like a Chinese and the Japanese, they might pretend like American people making.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. If you go outside, it might not be as good food. Depends where you go.
Yep. So New York is the best. Okay. So
for food.
Repeat today's phrase.
Yes.
Again.
Let's do it. So, repeat it slowly first, and then we'll get a little bit faster each time we go on. Do you know a reasonably priced place that serves good American food? Okay, so a little bit faster this time. Do you know a reasonably priced place that serves good American food? Alright, and one more time at normal speed. Do you know a reasonably priced place that serves good American food? Alright, so that's it.
Yep.
How'd you do today? Did you do well? So, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave us a like, and if you have a suggestion for one of our next videos, feel free to leave that in the comments below. And if you're interested in seeing more English learning videos like this one, feel free to subscribe to our channel.
Alright. So.
Alright, so see you next time. Thank you.
See you next time. Have a good day. Bye-bye.